Thank you everyone for coming here tonight. We're here to talk about some profoundly important issues that our country is facing and some major problems that we need to address. In the next few years in New South Wales and throughout the country, there is a good possibility that religious schools, religious universities and religious organisations will lose their protection under anti-discrimination legislation. In New South Wales, euthanasia laws may be introduced. They almost were introduced a couple of years ago. It was only one vote that prevented that from happening. So in the next parliamentary session, we may have euthanasia. There's moves to introduce Victorian-style abortion laws in New South Wales. Labor and Greens are quite clear that that is their purpose, and many in the Liberals and Nationals are also supportive, with the Premier Gladys Berejiklian making it clear that she will assess any proposal on its merits, which is a very lukewarm approach to protecting the unborn. We also have concerns in relation to parental rights. So as many of you will know, parental rights are threatened to be undermined in a range of ways, especially in regards to issues of gender identity, sexual ethics, and a range of other ways in school and also outside of schools. We have concerns about government funding, whether government funding will be withdrawn from religious organisations, or alternatively, whether there will be conditions attached to government funding that are hostile to religious liberty. We also have concerns in other areas as well. So vilification laws in New South Wales, we may already have, if you look at the recent Kruger decision, we may already have in New South Wales religious vilification laws, which have proven to be hostile to the interests of Christians. If you look at the Catch the Fire case in Victoria, you can see how religious vilification laws can be used against individuals of a Christian faith and of any individual who wants to express their views on religious matters. So vilification laws is another significant concern. Special religious education in government schools is a rising threat to removing that from our government schools. And we also have a failure to provide adequate protection for those with a conscientious objection to facilitating same-sex marriage, for facilitating abortion, for other services as well. There's no longer sufficient protection provided to individuals with a conscientious protection. So there are only a few of the major threats that we face over the next few years, and that's why it's critical that in the upcoming New South Wales and Commonwealth election, we do everything we can to ensure that there are quality individuals who are elected to the New South Wales and the Commonwealth Parliament. I obviously consider the Conservatives to be the party which will be the best one to represent these interests, and I say that not just on the basis of our policies, which you can look at, which clearly affirm the importance of all the issues that I have spoken of, but also because of the candidates we have. As was mentioned, I did my doctorate on how religious schools should be protected under discrimination law, and I've published extensively on a range of other religious liberty issues. The others on our list, Ben Irrawan, Colin Grigg, I can go on, are other individuals who are proud Christians, individuals of other faiths who are dedicated to protecting religious liberty. And at the Commonwealth level, we have some of the nation's leaders in protecting religious liberty. We have Sophie York, who many of you will know was the national leader in trying to stop marriage being redefined to become a two-person institution. We have Kevin Bailey down in Victoria, who's been very active in promoting Christianity and ensuring religious liberty is protected. We also have Lyle Shelton, the former head of this very organisation, who all of you will know has been incredibly courageous in defending religious liberty throughout the years, often at great personal cost. We clearly have a party that contains people who are not just willing to talk about the need to protect religious liberty and to stand up for Christians and other individuals in our society, but they're willing to actually courageously take the steps necessary to ensure this is done. So I call on your support and thank you.